Hey guys, welcome to another episode of How to Play Paintball. First, I wanted to say thank you for understanding about not having a video last week. I'm actually in Birmingham, Alabama again for a practice with Prime, getting ready for the Dallas NXL Open. Last week, I had gotten in later and then we didn't get a video and all that. So I wanted to get one out to you guys before I left here. I have about an 8.5 hour drive home, something like that. So I want to get back on the road, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So this is another video. What I'm going to be going over is actually some things that I learned. Maybe it's some things that you could do better as a player. These are things that I had learned over the weekend playing with Prime at their field. It's their private field. If you ever get a chance to practice here, it is honestly the best paintball field you could practice at. The grass is perfect. Everything about it is just incredible. So my drive was from the house to the field is about 1 minute. So you just go through the woods a little bit and it's right there. So they're actually tearing it down right now. But like I said, I wanted to get this video out. I did help them. Don't think I was slacking. I helped them out a little bit and then they were like, get out of here. You have a long drive home. Regardless, I guess before we start the video, I wanted to say a huge thank you to Michael Bianca and his family for putting me up for the weekend, as well as being able to let me jump in for the Dallas NXL Open. It's great to be able to play with this program again. In Vegas, I was able to play with them, and unfortunately, I was not able to get to a practice with them, so I was just practicing at home. And we were just talking back and forth on what I could do. It's obviously better if I can get out here. We got to practice against PC Katana, which is the new pro team in the NXL. So a huge thank you to them. We definitely got some good looks. We had some good games. But let's get into things that I learned, particularly on this field, but also just paintball in general. So you guys don't have to put it just to this. First thing is communication. So while I may have had good communication with the guy right next to me, it's the cross-field communication that I needed to do better on. It's not just yelling, you know, this is where they're at, but even like, hey, this guy's on me, or our code for, you know, what's going on is radio. So, you know, yelling that code so that those guys know that I didn't hear anything that they said. You know, making sure that we have that cross-field communication is super important. That's definitely something that I need to do better with. Just communicating with the guy next to you is definitely important, but since he's the one further out, and if I was playing the 2 spot, I need to make sure that I'm talking to the guy next to me in the middle of the field, so that way we can get that cross-field communication. Maybe somebody can move because somebody else moved, and you know, that opens up a chance for us to win the game. So that was definitely something that I could have done a lot better. And you know, even just a matter of like turning my head a little bit, you know, even if I was further up the field, you know, if I was playing the 1 spot on the Dorito side, that's where I'm going to be playing this upcoming weekend in Dallas, is on the Dorito side there. Even just turning my head a little bit just to, hey, you know, this is what's going on, and I can just turn my head back and be able to keep going. So, you know, making sure that you're calling first names as well. You know, hey, Chase, you know, this is what's on me, or, you know, hey, Bianca, this is what is here, or, you know, whatever the case is. So that's definitely something that I learned this weekend that I need to make sure is there for the tournament in Dallas. The other thing is just taking a step back. I tried to be too aggressive on this particular field layout. There's 2 bunkers that can stop the Dorito side from moving up pretty well, and they don't have to be shooting the whole time. So it actually happened a couple times where I thought that I had a chance to go, and the guy was waiting there, and when I went, he just up and just shot me as I went out. So just taking that extra second to take that step back and make sure that, okay, where are they at, you know, what's going on. It even happened, one of the last games that we played, I was able to finally fix it, was getting up onto, you know, right next to the 50 Dorito. I didn't want to move because I knew that there was that, actually both of those guys that could look that way. So I was just talking back and forth with my team, you know, just taking that extra second just to keep shooting. You know, I can still control what's going on the field if they try to break out Dorito side from where I was at. So I started fixing it near the end. So just making sure that I just take that extra, you know, couple seconds just to sit down. Okay, what do I need to do next? It doesn't have to be bang, bang, you know, keep going, because that guy is waiting for me to do that, and that's not going to end up well for me, and then now that I'm dead, that doesn't help out the team. So the last thing is something that I told you guys about, and I apparently didn't follow it was making sure that I'm drinking enough water and also Gatorade. Usually I don't drink a lot of Gatorade if I'm playing, but because we played so much, I didn't have that hydration and the electrolytes being replenished and the salt and all that to make sure that my body was able to play throughout the whole day. We played 3 matches against PC Katana, and the third one, I played the first point and I got shot because I wasn't confident in my legs because they were starting to cramp up, and I tried to duck out to a bunker and got shot because I didn't get low enough. So I ended up just saying, let me just sit it out on this one, which I don't really want to do, but ultimately I want to make sure that today I was ready. So guys, make sure that you're eating enough, getting those carbohydrates that you need, as well as eating the day of. You need to make sure that you're eating breakfast. That's super important, especially if you're going to be going and playing. It's not a good thing to go out there on an empty stomach, as well as making sure that we ended up going and getting Pedialyte, which has a lot of electrolytes in it and all that stuff. So I drank about half of that at the beginning of the day, filled up the rest with water, and then I was good for the rest of the day. So definitely something that I need to change for Dallas, is just making sure that I'm eating enough and making sure that I'm ready to go. So those are just 3 things. I'm sure that there was probably more. I wanted to get a interview with Bianca, but he's actually still helping out with the field, and he has something with his family. So maybe in Dallas we can talk about that. He's a great guy, and I really do appreciate him and his family for their hospitality, as well as Prime for letting me come out and practice with them and be able to jump on for the tournament in now 5 days. Is it 5 days? I think it is 5 days now. But by the time this is airing, it will be 4 days, because it would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday is when it starts. So but yeah, I hope that this helps you guys out. I apologize for me not having a lot of drill stuff. Getting ready for this tournament, I have about an 8.5-hour drive, like I had said. So I had to leave right after work, drive up here, get in at like 1:30 in the morning, whatever it was, 1 o'clock, go practice on Saturday, and then now Sunday driving back home. Then also I have my MBA program, so the master's stuff. So I had a final on Monday and Thursday, as well as presentations in both of those classes, and then also going and having the school stuff, so getting grades in and all that. So it's just been kind of a crazy time, so thank you guys for bearing with me. I'm gonna make sure that I get the vlog going for Dallas, so be on the lookout for that. And as always, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.